It's time to do the painting with fire on the handle of this knife. This is the knife, and this is the side of the handle that I've done already. I only do one side at a time and let it cool off, and then do the other side. I noticed something when I started to do this, that the handles would come off, and I think there were two reasons for that. First is that the epoxy was probably being squeezed out because I put the clamps on too tight. And second of all, the epoxy was getting too warm and so was losing the bonding ability. I think possibly a third reason that the handles were coming off is because I used a 5-minute epoxy, which I use for my stack knives. But as I've done some research, I found that a lot of folks recommend this G-Flex. And so that's what I've gone to. It's waterproof, it's a marine epoxy, and it's also rated at, I believe, 120,000 pounds per square inch, as opposed to the other epoxy, which is about 3,000. So all I do is take this propane heater, create a pretty good flame, and then I just run this handle through fairly quickly. You can see what happened with that pass, not a whole lot, and so I'm going to do that again. And there we have that mark, and that's how I go about painting with fire. It just brings out some of the highlights. This is it's pretty warm to the touch, although it's not extremely warm. But what I want to do now is cool this off. So I'll turn this off and then put this actually probably in the freezer to cool it off a little bit quicker. That might be being a little bit impatient. And then I'll probably do just this edge and possibly this edge right here. And I think I'll leave the top how it is. This top I put a little vinegar solution along the metal here, and you can see it kind of darkened the wood on either side. And the same thing down below, but I'd like to have these sides here be a little bit more painted with fire. So there's the knife, and after it cools off a little bit, then I'll go ahead and paint this.